This website says it's going to take me 10 months to hit 500k. I think that's whack. Let's do it way before that. So subscribe to the channel and help me out. And while you're down there, follow my Twitter and Instagram. Links are down below. Thanks. So there's like a 90% chance the content we're going to look at today is bait and designed to make people angry and disgusted and to elicit a reaction from the audience, but there still is around a 10% chance that it's not bait. Even if it is bait, I don't care, and the content still exists and it's still horrible. Sort of like Pow Envy, the crusty Roblox streamer who never cleaned his room. And in my eyes, even though he was purposely being filthy for content and trying to get people to call him disgusting to boost his engagement on social media platforms, I still think it is disgusting. So we're looking at a TikToker named Fluff Dumpster, and I actually found out about this guy from August the Duck. So this guy's main thing that he posts about is how he partakes in a practice called pheromone maxing, which is a a practice where you choose not to shower. You voluntarily choose to not bathe or shower because you want to accumulate as much natural body odor and stink as possible, because some people believe that primal stench of not showering is actually like more seductive to women and stuff rather than using soap or deodorant or colognes. Now, unfortunately to the pheromone maxing bros, we actually have science, and science tells us that smelling like shit is not attractive to females. All male pheromones are not equally attractive, and some of the myths stem from an understandable confusion over their names. The male pheromone androstenone is not the same as androstenol. Androstenol is the scent produced by fresh male sweat and is attractive to females. Androstenone is produced by male sweat after exposure to oxygen, i.e. when less fresh, and is perceived as highly unpleasant by females, except during ovulation when their responses change from negative to neutral. Now, did you need a scientific breakdown to know that if you're sweaty and smell funky, that women are going to repel you? I didn't think so, but this guy that we're gonna look at today apparently did.
First off, I'm not stinky. I'm pheromone maxing. Kids at school don't really get it, so I'm not surprised that you on TikTok would not get it.
Are you under a desk right now? Where are you? This guy's parents don't let him record TikTok, so he had to hide underneath his dinner table to get one in.
I'll check what your username is pretty soon, but you just said I was stinky? That's not correct. Sure, I may not bathe, but I have natural pheromones, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? He is right. Like, there is actually, now that I think of it, no proof that he smells bad. I haven't smelled him, and I'm willing to wager that every single person who's watched this video hasn't smelled him either, so are we even in the right to claim that he's stinky in the first place? Oh, I mean, 100%. That's just like basic science.
Anyways, like I said, don't bully me. It's not kind. And I'll try to get your account suspended.
Here's the thing, right? Like, is it even bullying if you're saying, hey, you stink, and the person literally stinks? I feel like if you walk in a room and you reek of moldy cheese and onions, and there's like 10 people in the room, nobody says anything because they're trying to be nice, but because nobody speaks up, the room actually turns into a gas chamber, killing everybody inside of it. Is it actually worth it that they didn't speak up against you because they didn't want to be mean? Probably not. The thing, too, is I've seen so much maxing content, like looks maxing, gym maxing, money maxing, right? But one thing I've seen that actually makes a lot of sense to me is fragrance maxing. I get these edits on my Instagram reels of Jean-Paul Gaultier colognes and fragrances, and it makes me want to just go out and smell as good as possible, especially now that we're going to be entering summer season. Dude, I want to smell like vanilla and sandalwood. Last thing I need to be doing is smelling like sweat and balls. Hey, I smell like balls. Do you want to go out with me? Oh, you don't? Huh, that's really interesting. It's not even like this guy has a legit gripe with being hygienic. Like, there's some people who are really paranoid about aluminum in their deodorants or parabens or sulfates in their shampoos or body washes, which I actually get. There's so much crap and chemicals in the stuff we put on our skin, which some people unfortunately use as a get out of showering free card. No, buddy, get back in there. I'd rather have the aluminum deodorant take a year off my life than walk out of my crib with green gas leaking from my pores. But no, this guy just doesn't want to shower at all, so he's really got no excuses.
Misconceptions about pheromone maxing.
Talk to me.
Lots of trolls in the comments saying that I'm stinky.
That is complete hogwash.
Well, in real life, I'm not stinky.
Of course not. No.
And a lot of people are actually surprised.
You probably smell like a flower bouquet.
When I say that I don't shower, for your knowledge. And I actually, my health teacher was quite surprised when I said that I don't shower, and I explained pheromone maxing to her thoroughly in front of the class, and how alphas and omega males do it.
Yeah, okay, so the mask is slipping. It's becoming increasingly more obvious how much of bait this is. This never happened. He never went in front of his class and said how much of an alpha he is for pheromone maxing. The dead giveaway for me, though, was the shit mic quality. Whenever you see that, you know it's forced nowadays, especially when you're posting to TikTok, because everybody has a phone, and the built-in phone mic sounds like not that. But his whole thing is saying that he doesn't shower, and now I can't unsee it. So maybe he actually doesn't shower? I don't know, man. I mean, the eyeball test isn't doing him any favors, and I can't smell him, so I'm just left with a lot of question marks here.
Mom just forced me to shower.
Say it ain't so. That's your whole thing, is not showering, and then she's gonna cramp your style like this, forcing you to shower? That's like if my whole thing is being racist, and then I get VAC banned from CSGO. It's like, where am I gonna go now? Where am I gonna be racist on? That's like if my whole thing is consuming brain rot 24/7, and then they do a series finale of Skibbity Toilet. What will I go watch after that? That really sucks though, man, and honestly, considering how crucial pheromone maxing has been to your life, I would consider just moving out.
I was pheromone maxing for 2 weeks, for 2.5 weeks, and she forced all that stuff down the drain. It's like she wants me to stay in her basement. It's like she never wants me to find a lady and leave. It's
almost like it's the exact opposite, actually. I think your mom is pushing you in the right direction, all jokes aside. It's almost like the reason she knows that you're 0 and 539 with chicks is because it maybe has to do with your stench. She's setting you up for success, my man. I don't know why you're hating on her. To be fair, I don't expect you to make an overnight transformation. She's going to push you. You're not going to be ready. She's going to even ask things of you like, you know, maybe don't fart loudly in front of girls too. Topics of conversation should generally not 100% of the time be about Reddit. Do you want to smell my finger might not be the best opener. These are all things that she might tell you, and I get if you're upset, and I don't expect you to be instantly changed from your ways, but she's doing the right thing for you.
One of you guys messaged my mom telling her that I have a porn addiction.
What the fuck?
I don't have a porn addiction every day, and that really set her off. She threw away my pee bottles. I had had them for a month, and I would have poured them out had she asked me to. She threw away the whole bottles.
Just some advice to you if you're watching. This is the part of the video where you begin to lose people with the believability of your bait. His whole thing is playing into this meme of being this, you know, rancid, crusty, gross guy who's not clean and then unhygienic. But then you start being like, well, my mom says I have a porn addiction and I smell bad. And it's just like, bro, like, yeah, I know it's like funny to, you know, pretend to be those things. But the further you play into the stereotypes, the less passable your bait becomes.
It's been a really hard month for me. You bullies in the comments, you trolls in the comments have been saying stuff like I need to stop pheromone maxing, like I need to shower, like I need to bathe, like I need to get my porn addiction underway.
Oh yeah, the bullies in the comment section giving you genuinely useful and practical life advice that objectively would enhance the quality of your well-being. Kind of like how your mom did. I'm not joking. If the whole comment section was just telling you how good you smell, that would be, in my opinion, actually more cruel. It's being intentionally negligible to a problem that's so obvious because you're trying to be nice. It's kind of like the whole fat positivity thing when you think about it. It's like staring at someone who's so clearly out of shape and unwell and probably is not healthy, but then telling them that they're beautiful and that they have no problems that need to be solved. It's like, dude, I just don't respect that. I think you're not being nice to them in the way you think you are.
I see comments all the time about how I'm grease and grime maxing. You know, it's just been really hard to even do the skits that I was doing before with all of this hate. Now one of you in the comments did recommend me a AI girlfriend.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this up, dude. Anyway, if you guys ended up enjoying this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're add-on to the channel. Follow my social medias, links are all down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.